Hey, how's it going, everyone? What is up? And welcome to my Who Should Play Jason Todd in Batman vs. Superman video. Now, this isn't only Batman vs. Superman. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about young Jason. I have one person who I think could play young Jason, and that's because we've only really heard about him so far. And I think he's perfect from what we've seen. But I'm going to be talking about older Jason mainly, too. Even though it's, not really possible that we'll see him, old Jason, Red Hood, in Batman vs. Superman, and we might not even see Jason at all because maybe Dick's the one that died. Who knows? I'm just talking about this because I really want it to happen, okay? So yeah, we're mainly going to be talking about older Jason. That's what I was trying to say the whole time. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Hey guys, sorry for tired voice. I just wanted to insert this part in the video. My friend's dad's mom, I think it is, had a stroke, and she's not expected to make it, and she doesn't have burial insurance. I can't say that word. And they have a GoFundMe, so I'm putting that link in the description and on the screen. If you guys could head over there and give a little bit of money, any money that you can, do that for me, do that for my friend. If you can, thank you. So, younger Jason, the one person that I've seen so far that looks good as young Jason is Eli Snyder, Zack Snyder's son. Who better to play Jason Todd than, the director's fucking son, who's played in other movies that he directed. He was young Rorschach in Watchmen, and he was young Leonidas in 300. And even though he was a kid, he still played the parts great. So, just from what, I've seen so far, that's what I'm basing this off of. Eli Snyder looks fucking great. Now, of course, they'd have to, give him a baby face. They'd have to shave off the gruff that he has at 18 years old or 19 or whatever, but that would be okay. And maybe he's even a candidate to play older Jason. I'll talk about that too in just a second. I just think that he looks the role for young Jason. I'm not sure if he's in college or what. I don't know. I don't know. But, to me, he looks like he could play the role of young Jason Todd. Or, hell, maybe even young Dick Grayson, after while Joker's killing him. Maybe they'll have, some Arkham Knight-style torture scenes, who knows. But now to talk about old Jason, or Red Hood. Yes, I am on the Jensen Ackles fucking bandwagon, okay? I do think the man could play Jason Todd, because once Jason was put into that Lazarus pit, I believe this was the story, it aged him a little bit. It made him look like he was as old as Bruce, and Bruce is 10, 15 years older than him. And Jensen is nearing 40, so of course, he could... if a 28-year-old can play a teenager like Andrew Garfield did, I'm pretty sure a 40-year-old could play a 30-year-old looking person or a 25-year-old looking person. Jensen Ackles looks like a young man, to me at least. So, along with the Lazarus Pit making him look older, on Bruce's age, and, an actor's ability to play a role that is younger than their actual age, I think Jensen could pull it off. He plays Jason Todd already on Supernatural. If you haven't seen the show, you need to. He plays Jason Todd, straight up. It's ridiculous. He is perfect for him. I'm just an all-around Jensen Ackles fan, and I really think he could pull this role off. But of course, we have two other candidates to talk about, who I think could do it. And my next one you're probably not gonna like me so much for. So the second person I think that could play Jason Todd, aka Red Hood, old Jason, is Hayden Christensen. Yes, old Anakin from Star Wars, the prequels. I am a Hayden Christensen fan. I believe the boy worked with what he had in the Star Wars prequels, at least in the third one. Okay, when he had no lines at all, none of George Lucas's bullcrap, that was written in the prequels to say in the third one, his stares said 1,000 words to me. He had some of the best stare downs with nothing or with other people that I've ever seen in a movie ever. He showed every type of emotion that he needed to show in the scenes where he had no lines. And, I don't think that the scenes where he had lines was his fault, so much as George Lucas's, because, I mean, let's look at the movie entirely. I mean, even Ewan McGregor could barely make his role bearable because of how bad the writing is. And I mean, that's fucking Ewan McGregor. He's an amazing actor. So I really don't believe it was Hayden's fault. And if you look at him now, he looks like he could play fucking Jason Todd. He might not have, like, the experience with playing a vengeful, you know, character like Jensen does, but goddamn, he looks the part, you know, and that's all we need. Well, you know, of course, we need him to be a good actor in the movie. We need him to play the character good and right. Of course, like, he can't only look like him and go with it, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, really, just look at a picture of Hayden now. I was just sitting there thinking to myself a few minutes ago, who could play an older Jason Todd, Red Hood style? And I'm like, well, maybe Hayden Christensen. And I looked up a photo of him now. Like, I haven't seen a photo or an interview of him in, like, the last 5 years. But he looks like fucking Jason Todd and an older Eli Snyder. So, I mean, Jesus Christ, he looks perfect. But speaking of Eli Snyder, like I was talking about him for the young Jason Todd, I think he could pull off an older Jason Todd too. I mean, if he just gets some gruff. Like, if they give him a complete baby face and, like, a short haircut, you know, I don't know why a short haircut makes someone look young, but to me it does. You know, a short haircut, or he doesn't have hair gel in it, because once you put hair gel in your hair, you're growing up for some fucking reason, I don't know. If they just give him the baby face and no hair gel for young Jason, and then he comes back with hair gel and some scruff, I think he could pull off old Jason too. I don't know. Those are 3 good choices, in my opinion. 1, definitely, for young Jason. Eli, definitely. We'll just have to see how it works out. I really would like to see Jensen Ackles as the older Jason, Red Hood, but I'd also be completely okay with Hayden Christensen, even though that's probably not likely at all. I just think he looks a lot like Jason Todd. But anyways, guys, those are just my opinions. Of course, you might not think that Hayden Christensen looks like Jason Todd as much as I do. I really see Jason Todd in him, like from the New 52. I really see that in him. Same with Jensen Ackles. I could really see him as Jason Todd from the New 52. And I'd really like to see them both. Well, one of them, of course. Mainly Jensen as Jason. But yeah, those are just my opinions. Let me know who you think should play older Jason and even younger Jason in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.